Welcome to Sleepy Stories. This is your quiet place, a gentle escape from the day. In the hush of the night, we weave calm tales and peaceful dreams to cradle your mind and ease you into rest. Tonight, settle in, let your body sink into the softness beneath you, your breath slow and easy. Close your eyes if you like, or simply soften your gaze on the glowing sanctuary before you. That ancient tree, wrapped in moonlight, where worries fade like mist and only tranquility remains. Tonight's story, Elara, invites you to drift deeper into an enchanted forest where fairies dance on whispers of wind, butterflies carry your thoughts away, and the heart of the old tree holds you safe forever. There's nothing to do, nowhere to be, just listen. And let sleep find you gently. Breathe in peace. Breathe out the day. And now, Elara's story.
Thank you, Steve. I hope you like my story. It started as I let out a soft sigh. I snuggled deeper into my bed, the cool sheets wrapping around me like a gentle embrace. The day had been long, meetings that dragged, endless little worries, the quiet weight of everything piling up. But now, in the dim glow of my bedside lamp, the world outside began to soften and fade. I pulled the comforter right up to my chin, nested my head into the pillow that felt like the softest cloud. My breathing slowed in and out, like waves lapping at a quiet shore. I whispered to the darkness, "Just let go." And as the last thread of wakefulness unraveled, I slipped into the velvet arms of sleep. At first, there was only darkness, a comforting void that held no worries, no deadlines. But then, a soft light began to bloom, like the first hint of dawn filtering through the curtains. I felt myself drifting, weightless, as if carried on a warm breeze. When my eyes opened in the dream, or perhaps it was my mind's eye, I found myself standing at the edge of a vast, enchanted forest. The trees towered above me, their trunks ancient and wise, twisted with vines that glowed faintly in hues of blue and green. The air was alive with a subtle hum, the kind that vibrates through your soul, whispering promises of peace. I took a step forward, my bare feet sinking into moss that felt like the softest carpet, cool and inviting. Butterflies fluttered around me, their wings a kaleidoscope of iridescent colors, sapphire blues, emerald greens, and golden yellows that caught the light from the canopy above. They danced in lazy spirals, brushing against my skin with the lightest touch. Like feathers from an angel's wing. I smiled, feeling a warmth spread through my chest, chasing away any lingering shadows from the waking world. Deeper into the forest, I wandered, the path unfolding before me as if the woods themselves were guiding my way. Fireflies emerged from the undergrowth, tiny orbs of light that bobbed and weaved, illuminating the way with their gentle glow. They reminded me of stars that had fallen to earth, content to linger among the leaves. The moon hung low in the sky, a crescent sliver that cast a silvery, turning the world into a tapestry of dreams. As I walked, the trees began to thin, revealing a clearing that took my breath away. At its center stood an enormous tree stump, not a relic of destruction, but a throne of nature's making. It was covered in lush moss, soft as velvet, and dotted with tiny wildflowers that bloomed in pastel pinks and lavenders. The stump was wide enough for two, but tonight it was just for me. I approached it slowly, feeling a pull, an invitation from the heart of the forest. Fairies appeared. Delicate beings no larger than my hand, with wings that shimmered like dragonfly veils. They hovered around the stump, their laughter like the tinkling of distant bells. One, with hair like moonlight and eyes as deep as forest pools, fluttered close to me. "Welcome, weary traveler," she whispered, her voice a melody that soothed my soul. "This is the sanctuary of slumber, where dreams are born and worries melt away." I climbed onto the stump, the moss yielding beneath me like a plush bed, and I lay down, curling up, amid the soft petals and leaves that seemed to arrange themselves into a perfect nest. The fairies gathered around, weaving a blanket of light over me. Threads of gold and silver that warmed without weight. Butterflies settled on the edges, their wings folding gently, adding splashes of color to my makeshift pillow. As I rested there, the world around me unfolded in tranquil waves. A gentle stream bubbled nearby, its waters crystal clear and singing a lullaby as they danced over the smooth stones. Fireflies formed constellations above, mimicking the stars that peeked through the canopy. The air was scented with jasmine and honeysuckle, sweet and calming, each breath filling me with serenity. The fairy who had spoken perched on a nearby mushroom, her glow casting a soft halo. "Let me tell you of this place," she said, her voice weaving through the night. "Long ago, when the world was young, the great tree stood here. Its branches reaching to the heavens, its roots delving into the earth's secrets. It was the guardian of dreams, watching over all who slumbered. When it grew weary, it chose to rest, becoming this stump a haven for those like you, who seek refuge from the storms of life." I listened, with my eyes half closed, as she spun tales of the forest's inhabitants. There were the whispering winds that carried messages from distant lands, always gentle and never harsh. The deer that roamed with eyes like liquid amber, pausing to nuzzle the flowers and share their quiet wisdom. And the owls, perched high in the branches, their hoots a rhythmic chant that lulled the night into a deeper peace. Time seemed to lose its meaning here. Minutes stretched into hours, or perhaps it was the other way around. Everything seemed to blend into a timeless flow. I felt my body relax completely, every muscle unwinding, every thought drifting away like leaves on the stream. I watched the butterflies begin a slow dance, their wings creating patterns that hypnotized, swirling in endless loops of color. Another fairy joined, this one with wings of fiery orange and a voice like the rustle of autumn leaves. "Dream with us," she invited. "Imagine meadows beyond this clearing, where flowers bloom eternally, their petals soft as clouds. Walk there in your mind, feel the grass tickle your toes, the sun's warmth kiss your skin." I did as she said, my imagination painting vivid pictures. In this dream within a dream, I wandered. Those meadows, butterflies trailing behind like loyal companions, and fairies, flittering from bloom to bloom, collecting dew that sparkled like diamonds. A family of rabbits hopped playfully, their fur as white as fresh snow and inviting me to join their games without words. Back on the stump, the night deepened, the moon climbing higher, bathing everything in a cooler light. The fireflies grew brighter, forming shapes, first a heart, then a spiral, then a cascade like a waterfall of stars. The fairies sang. It was a chorus so soft it was almost inaudible, yet it resonated deep within me, harmonizing with my heartbeat. "Rest now," the moonlight fairy murmured, tucking a stray lock of hair behind my ear with a touch lighter than air. "Let the forest hold you. No harm can reach you here. Only peace. Only dreams." I felt myself sinking deeper into the moss, the stump cradling me like a mother's arms. The sense intensified, like earth after rain, wild berries ripening on the vine, the faint ozone of magic in the air. Sounds layered upon each other. The streams babble, the faint flutter of wings, the distant call of a nightingale, all blending into a symphony of tranquility. As the minutes or what felt like hours passed, stories unfolded in my mind. I dreamed of flying with the butterflies, soaring over treetops where the leaves whispered secrets of forgotten lore. I conversed with the fairies about the stars, learning that each one was a wish granted, twinkling eternally. I followed the stream to a hidden pond where water lilies glowed from within, and fish with scales like jewels swam in lazy circles. I felt I was a fairy myself, my wings unfolding with a shimmer. I danced through the air, weightless and free, chasing fireflies in a game of tag that had no end. Laughter bubbled up from within me, pure and unburdened, washing away the residues of daily stress. The fairy with orange wings shared more tales of the tree spirit that still lingered in the stump, a benevolent guardian who wove dreams from the threads of moonlight. It chooses dreamers like you, she said, to remind them that rest is not weakness, but renewal. Each night you visit, you leave a little lighter, ready to face the dawn. Time melted. Minutes became hours, became forever. I dreamed within the dream. I flew among the butterflies, weightless over treetops where leaves whispered ancient comforts. I wandered meadows of eternal bloom, petals soft as clouds underfoot. I laughed with the fairies, pure and free, until even the laughter became a gentle hum inside my chest. Another fairy with wings like autumn fire joined the storytelling. Imagine the deepest peace, she murmured. No dawn to chase you, no worries waiting at the door. Only this moment, stretching on and on, safe in the arms of the forest. I felt my body sink deeper into the moss. Every muscle unwound completely. My eyelids grew impossibly heavy. The fireflies dimmed their dance to the softest glow, like a nightlight left on just for comfort. The fairies' song became a single, continuous note, so low, so gentle it blended with my own breathing. The moonlight fairy leaned in close one last time, brushing my cheek with a touch lighter than a falling petal. There is no need to wake, she whispered. Not tonight. Not ever. If that is what your heart desires, the forest will hold you. The dreams will keep watch. Let everything else fall away, and simply rest. And so I did. The colors softened into twilight pastels. The sounds faded to the faintest hush. The stream's murmur. The butterfly's wings folding. The fireflies settling like dying embers into the quiet. And my last thought was not a thought at all, just a feeling of perfect safety, of being exactly where I belonged. Then, with a final soft sigh, I slipped into the deepest, most complete slumber. Endless velvet peace, cradled in the heart of the ancient forest, wrapped in light and in quiet magic. Here time itself decided to pause and let me sleep. Good night, and sweet dreams.